Imagine a game show where we took the poorest women in the country, women with disabled children, Holocaust survivors, and we made them go on stage to beg for things like a wheelchair or to have their Auschwitz tattoo removed. Well, we don't actually have to imagine because those were real contestants on a real game show called Queen for a Day. It was the most popular game show of the 1950s, and its premise was working class women who'd suffered some sort of enormous tragedy or fallen on hard times would go in front of a live audience and quite literally beg for help. These women often look miserable and their body language is hard to watch, and it's made worse by this piece of shit right here, the host, who would say things to him like, "Oh, you look so cute and shaky." One contestant entered the show to hire a carpenter to patch the holes above her bed where her husband had committed suicide. Another went on air and said, "I had 2 handicapped sons, I lost them. And then I took care of an elderly lady in a wheelchair. She passed away, along with my mother and my father. And then my husband passed away. I feel that I would like to have a vacation." And that's one of the added levels of horror here, is that the things these women are asking for are so minuscule. It's just like, oh my God, just like, why are we making them beg on TV? Like, why can't we just give these things to them? Why do we have to turn their poverty and misery into entertainment? But we know the answer to that is America. Then the way you win is the host lines the women up and the audience cheers the loudest for who they think is the most miserable. And it's measured by a applause meter here. And the most miserable woman with the loudest cheers wins. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna have to show you a clip.
Carol Williams. Mrs. Williams has 2 boys, and I believe the boy's named Ricky. He's had some brain damage and it's slowed him down. She'd like some educational aids, and he is awful anxious for a collie dog. Number 2.
If you're like me, that was a very hard clip to watch of a clearly distressed woman begging for help for her brain damaged child. But I do think it's important to show, what we are, what we enjoy, what we turn into entertainment. This is a very uniquely American show where we turn poverty into middle-class entertainment, continued with shows today like Cops. We've always been this way, and it's, to me, emblematic of the American dream, which has never meant success. It has always meant, as long as I can laugh and point at some poor bastard who has it worse off than me, that I'm winning.